Oh shit! Whoa!
So the VTuber community is toxic in my eyes. Not all of the community, but a small portion who think that they're doing God's work by gatekeeping VTubing from the general public. So VTubing, in case anyone isn't aware, is this new style of content that originated in Japan where content creators would film themselves or stream normally, but instead of showing their own face on a webcam, they would use a virtual avatar that would blink, speak, and move around whenever the streamer does any of those actions. And the idea is pretty cool in my opinion. Well, VTubing on the internet is becoming very popular. Actually, it's so popular that people like PewDiePie, YouTube's biggest individual creator, hopped on the VTubing trend for a few videos. And guess what? Even though Pewds is a genuine human being who barely does anything wrong and gives more back than he receives, he got backlash by the VTubing community for attempting to capitalize on the VTubing trend. And the VTubing community wants to cancel him because they believe that his audience is too edgy and would only serve to generate hate towards the VTubing community. And to that I say, that is such an ignorant bullshit excuse to gatekeep something. Let's take a look at some of these dumb comments, and keep in mind, these are from Twitter, so if you have an easier time losing brain cells than most, please skip ahead in this video because these comments might make you dumb. Could we maybe not celebrate PewDiePie joining the VTuber community when he's racist and anti-Semitic? Actual PewDiePie fans are coming into my comments and quote retweets, and I literally give zero shits about context. That man is an anti-Semitic racist piece of shit, and if I want to make fun of him, I'm allowed to. He would call me a slur if he had the chance, I know it.
Julian!
Bruh, why is he? Why are YouTubers trying to cash in on our shit? Ugh. PewDiePie becoming a VTuber fucking scares me. Please, for the love of God, VTuber community, push him the fuck out of it. Give me a second to chug some paint thinner real quickly because I'm parched and I need to gain back some of the brain cells I lost reading those comments. Give me a second here. Ah, delicious. Okay, now let me just respond to some of these people. First off, PewDiePie is 100% not anti-Semitic, not racist, not prejudiced in the slightest. He probably enjoys dark humor, but he wouldn't go out of his way to make time to call you a slur. He's done more good for humanity than bad, probably more than you'll ever accomplish in your life. And yeah, he said some questionable things by accident, but just because he said them doesn't mean we have to automatically cancel him. Again, he made mistakes. He can learn. Everybody makes mistakes. I think we should give people a chance to learn. Who cares if everyone is trying to cash in on VTubing? I'm assuming you guys making these comments are doing the same, right? You joined the community because you love it and you want to make it a career, right? Some of you need to realize that you are the problem with society and you should stay in the septic tank of Twitter posts where you belong. Someone ought to throw you guys in the streets of Brazil. In my opinion, I actually see these popular YouTubers and streamers hopping on the trend to be a good thing for the VTubing community as a whole. Their influence could help push VTubing to new heights and even spread the idea to new people. Basically, these huge creators are doing the VTubing community a favor by showing average viewers how cool VTubing is, and maybe those viewers will be curious enough to explore more VTuber content. So to my knowledge, most VTubers, for example, CodeMiko, a very popular VTuber streamer, is very open to people like PewDiePie and other creators joining the community, having fun, and spreading the culture around. Basically, CodeMiko and most other VTuber creators and fans are not trying to gatekeep the whole idea from the rest of society. There's a small portion of people in this VTubing community that think gatekeeping this whole idea is for the greater good of humanity. The best way I could explain gatekeeping is like, so for example, I'm a big fan of metal music, like metalcore, deathcore, nu metal, industrial, whatever it is, I like metal music. Well, in my preteen years, I would discover bands like Bring Me the Horizon or Suicide Silence or Korn. I would fall in love with these bands, listen to their songs on repeat, and I would want to talk about the music with other people, both in the metal scene and just in general. Well, some people that I would talk to about music who were in that metal scene, just a small portion of them, they would literally tell me to stop listening to the music because, and I quote, "It's our music, not yours, and you literally don't know anything about us." Like, excuse me, you dumb bitch. You don't own the metal genre. You don't own the culture. You did nothing for the culture at all. Maybe you should consider being open to new people joining the whole metal scene, talk about music with them, educate them a bit, and just spread the love instead of the hate. That's basically gatekeeping in a nutshell. It's an individual or a group of people being ignorant as fuck and trying to stop new people from coming into the new world and experiencing what makes something cool. Now, I try to get this point across whenever I talk about things like this, but there's always good people and bad people in each group of humans on Earth, and the good always outweighs the bad. And there's a small portion of morons in the Vtubing community who think that they own Vtubing and that no other popular creator outside Vtubing should hop on the trend. And a small portion of morons in the Vtubing community is making the majority of the Vtubing community look like a joke. So what, are you telling me that people like Pewds or even Pokimane can't experience something new? Are you telling me that I can't try Vtubing? Is that what you're telling me? Newsflash, you dummy heads. Have you ever thought that maybe a popular creator exposing this cultural phenomenon would help the popularity of Vtubing? Maybe more people will want to check out the fiasco? Maybe more people will want to support it? Did you ever think of that, you dumbass? Because allowing you tards to stop newcomers from entering a scene shows outsiders that 1, the community is toxic and unjoinable, and 2, not showing new people will just result in the whole Vtubing idea burning and dying of heat stroke. I don't know, man. I think Vtubing is cool. Personally, I don't watch it a ton because it's not really my thing, but the idea is awesome, and the technology that goes into it is really interesting to me. And if I was a fan and I saw bigger creators wanting to join in on the fun, then I think that would be awesome. But seeing the amount of toxicity in the Vtubing community kind of makes me want to replace my ass with my face. Like, I'm not sure who's really worse here, BTS stans or the small portion of toxic VTubers gatekeeping. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. By the way, this video is not addressed to every single VTuber fan or creator. I'm literally on your guys' side, at least the positive ones. I'm sure all of you hate the toxic portion of your community, and you think that it's creating a bad rep for your content. I just wanted to make a video calling out the dummy heads and hopefully show people that you can literally like any style of content you want or create whatever you want. If PewDiePie came out tomorrow and said that he just recently discovered Slipknot and he's been enjoying it a lot, I'd be all for it. I would want him to enjoy the music. I would want him to learn. That's what we should be doing as humans, not being basement dwellers, stopping progress. I don't know, man. That's why I think a small portion of the VTuber community is toxic. They need to like get the dick out of their ass and open up a little bit. But if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, leave a like, sub to the channel, click the bell icon, follow me on Snap, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and join my lovely Discord server. Links are in the description below. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And remember, you're gross.